1. Slate is up. Lala in 3, 2.
If you are like me, today is a little bit of a rough one after watching that reunion of Vanderpump Rules. I'm going to try my best to fully function on the fact that today we are talking all about wedding looks for under $100. You are so welcome. If you're new to me and you have no idea who I am Lala Kent. I am fantastic at making Amazon hauls. I know that it is wedding season. We're up and running. You want to get a cute look. You think the couple may not last and you're going to go to 100 more of their weddings. Just kidding. Wounded still. But if you have a wedding that you're going to and you need a cute look but you don't want to break the bank, I've got you covered because like I said, everything I have is under $100. Make sure you click the follow button so you're made aware every time I go live. We have a lot of fun here. I like to bump my gums. I like to gossip. I like to spill tea while also speaking about all of the amazing products or fashion goods that I found on Amazon. Also slide in my chat because I want to talk to you guys. There's a lot to talk about. So whether you want to talk about Vanderpump Rules, the episode last night, you want to co-sign on maybe a dress that I picked out. You're like, hey, I ordered that. It's amazing. Definitely slide into my chat. I've got my Send It to Daryl mug because it is one of those days. And I may get into trouble on this Amazon Live like I always do because it is impossible for me to be quiet and Bravo continues to tell me please be quiet and it never happens. So for them, this is where you send it. Don't want to deal. The reason for my nails being absolutely disgusting, we have to keep our same nails. We don't have to, but it's a lot of work if you don't. Continuity purposes, you go in for an interview, you're in the same look for let's just say 4 times. And you don't really know when you're going to get a call time for your interview. There are days where it's hey, can you come in tomorrow at 11 for your interview? And if I've got hot pink nails and they should be nude for the interview, it's just annoying. So I keep the same nails literally from the time we start filming to the time we wrap. So finally, I'm able to have fun with my nails, and I found this amazing girl who does press-ons, and she matches them to the outfits. And then when I'm done with them, because I usually get them so long, can't take care of a 2-year-old with nails that long, rip them off, and this is what I'm left with. Please do not judge me. I'm begging you. Renee says, La. Oh, we're friends. Renee and I are thick. La, watching the reunion on Peacock is the money game. Your side of the room killed it. Watch the Hulu doc. Your mom and brother are ride or die. All love. Thank you. I'm so happy. By the way, you guys, it's uncensored and an extended version of the reunion that aired last night is now available on Peacock. That's what Renee is referring to. I think that's the money move. So good. And Renee, thank you for watching the Randall Scandal doc. I think it's really important that we watch it. I don't think it should be ignored. It's on Hulu. It's airing now, you guys, and I love it because, well, I don't love it, but I think it's important. It's 90 minutes. Says season episode 1, which I believe does leave room for the story to expand and share more of the truth, which, if you know me, I am a truth seeker, so mention it all. And if you don't like it, you know where to send it. Brittany says, so excited for this haul. Love you, Lala. Do you think you went harsh on Lisa? No. I don't think I was harsh on Lisa. Do you, Jess?
No.
By the way, Jess is here. My BFF, my ride or die, my assistant, my brain. No, I actually thought that I was very calm. Do you guys think I was calm? I think I kind of killed it.
You were calm. Mm-hmm.
I made sense. So if you don't like that, then I can't help you. You know? My delivery may not come with a beautiful bow. It may come in a brown bag. But what's inside is gold. All right?
That was good. That was a housework tagline.
Write that down. That was pretty good. Amazon customer, what do you think of Rachel's expressions throughout part 1 of the reunion? I was so thrown off by them. I was really expecting, just based off of what we had seen throughout the season, where she talks about her life was kind of planned out for her. She had aged out of pageants. There were a lot of things that she was shedding tears over. So then to see her watching all of us at the reunion, really hashing out the details of the affair, and it wasn't even about the fact that she wasn't crying. She was literally rolling her eyes and cracking smiles. It was I can't relate to it because I'm not, I don't want to say the word because I know I think is in a mental health facility, which is great. I respect that. That's where I think she should be, especially after seeing certain reactions. We're going to leave it at that before I say something that I don't like and you guys don't like. Sarah asks, what does the cast think of Allie? And what's the future of VPR? So we all love Allie. She was great this season. I thought that the little things she said, Like, get over the Schwartz and Raquel thing, or don't get over it, but don't have a new girlfriend. It was like, she makes a lot of sense. I think she's got a good head on her shoulders. I definitely projected onto her this season. I may still be projecting onto people. I don't know, but I'm letting them know, like, I'm coming from a good place, maybe projecting onto you. So just, like, if you want to throw it away, you totally can. But, like, if not, you can, like, let it sink in. I don't really care either way. And we will see Allie on the reunion next week, I believe. I'm excited for that. BKK4 says, Queen, you just slayed that reunion.
BKK4? Thank you.
I really did dig it. Mm-hmm. I was like, I don't know. I think it's because I went to bed at 6 p.m. the night before. So, like, literally go to bed at 6, slip into REM cycle, which never happens to me before a reunion, and then the alarm goes off at 4:30. Activated. For real. It was like, I literally felt that I plugged in at 6 p.m., powered down at 7, and was, like, ready to roll. And I said that to Lisa. She was like, we have to do this for 10 hours. And I was like, we're ready. We're ready. Let's do it for 15. Let's do it for 24. I don't care. I'm into the mini bags. Mm-hmm. It's so crazy watching, like, throwback episodes of Real Housewives, and they're all walking in. Jersey's still kind of like this, where they have huge purses. Mm-hmm. But I remember my mom in, like, the 2000s with the most giant purse ever, and it was filled to the brim. What are you keeping that bag? Because even now, even when I'm traveling and I have, like, a tote, it has, like, nothing in it. It's got some moisturizer, maybe AirPods and a phone, and I'm looking at it like, is this necessary? It is. Because I like to know that if I decide to, like, I come across something that needs to fit in the tote, I like the option. I don't know what I'm coming across that would need to fit in a tote, but I like the option. What are you thinking right now, Jess?
I'm laughing because I'm thinking how light you pack and how I would have that tote filled up to the brim. You just pack light.
I do. And for someone who loves a plan B, when it comes to my outfits, I pack for the trip. This is what I've got. There's no other option. Mm-hmm. Like, when I went to the White House Correspondents' Dinner, everyone was like, are you going to change after the dinner for the after parties? I was like, wait, that was not on the itinerary. Changing in between the two was not on the itinerary, or else I would have brought something else. So I went in a ball gown. How am I supposed to twerk to 50 Cent in a ball gown? I made it work. Carly says, Lisa needed that read. Mm. She posted it on her Instagram and said, I love Lala, but... So I responded, I love you more, Lisa, but... Dangerous person. Lady Susan, does Raquel still work at SUR? I find that highly unlikely. Maybe she'll be able to work at SUR when she's, like, done with her journey and she can make... I don't even think that. I think that might be a bad move. We want to see her progress, not come back to the place where it all started. Natural 21. What does that mean? That name. Do you think the affair started at Coachella or even earlier in January when Rachel broke up with James? I'm going to say this. I think that the emotional affair started around the time of Coachella. I was talking about this today. It starts, just from experience, it starts with, hey, babe. Like, you start using the word babe, you got little pet names. Then it's like, I'm thinking about you. I had a dream about you last night. All right, we're slowly moving towards, like, very inappropriate, right? You gotta lay the groundwork before you start having an affair, because that doesn't just happen randomly. Then I think was like, I miss you. I want to see you. That's how it started. I will bet my bottom dollar on it. Do you agree with me, Jess?
I agree. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the emotional affair started a long, long time ago. Lauren, we're going to call her Lala, says, I use that every time. It's like my little joke. I think you should make an I reject that hat. I kind of love that. But do we add a that's great, I reject that? Well, that's great, I reject it.
That's good. Well, that's great, or just that's great?
Because I tell Lisa, I say, I didn't ask for anyone's opinion. And she said, well, you have mine. And I said, well, that's great, I reject it. So I think the well has to be in there.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. I reject it. Or I reject it on the back.
Yeah.
Thanks for the new merch idea. Amazon customer, you were perfect. Lisa needs someone like you to check her. Does she, though? I think she may beg to differ. I think she would say Lauren needs to have a seat. Lauren from Utah needs to sit down. But I can't. Because Lauren from Utah would be in the bed all the time, not checking anyone. Lauren from Utah is tired as it gets. The next thing I have is gold hoops with silver diamonds. These, you guys, are messing up if you don't throw them in the bag. Hopefully they'll pop up on your screen. They're so teeny tiny. Little diamondies. They're very, very cute. And anybody who gets these and has a second piercing in their ear, I'm so jealous because this is like the cutest, right?
It's so cute.
I know. I love these. I am really into very tiny jewelry right now. Like delicate. And someone said that they now have this, it's called like forever jewelry. Have you heard that? Where they is it weld?
Weld, yeah.
Weld it on your body. I was like, oh, no. They're like, you can leave it on all the time, these bracelets. I was like, wow, sounds like torture. Right? My Virgo-ness is like I can have tattoos. I don't want a permanent, like, necklace or anklet or, like, you put permanent ink into my body, but not a permanent bracelet. Drawing the line. Kristen says, 5 minutes in, you were going for the throat, and we loved it. Really? I felt super composed. And maybe that's because I did black out. Right after, that was the first time ever everyone else went to dinner. And I was invited. It was Ariana, Scheana, Katie, I think Dana linked up. It was like a group of people that went to dinner. I was planning on going. When we wrapped, everyone was super excited for their dinner. I said, I have to go home. I need to look into my baby's face and remember that there's innocence in the world and I need to retreat for a minute. I love you all. I don't want to see you guys for a minute. Because it was very entertaining to watch, but right after, and when we were in it, it felt very heavy and dark. It did not feel good. I felt suffocated by just the room and the energy in it. So there's that. C. Krupp says, looked hot. Loved your makeup look. I did that look on my own, you guys. I never let anyone touch my face because I've had nothing but horrible experiences with people doing my makeup. I was a little nervous because I knew I wanted to do that cat eye, but it was a little out of my comfort zone. I knew I wanted to bring the eyeliner in a bit in the corners. And that was like the most nerve-wracking thing. Like that pushed me over the edge more than I think there. I was like already on 10. I was like, corner of my eyes. Are we there?
It's on.
Are we here still, y'all? There we go. Sorry, everybody. You saw the silver shoes again. So yes, thank you for saying that. I actually really did like my makeup a lot. I thought for me stepping out of my comfort zone, I did okay. I don't want to mispronounce this. Arceli says, I reject it. Send it to Daryl. Oh, a spin. We're going to combine the two. I like it. You know, you can use send it to Daryl for so much, which I'm learning because everyone on TikTok is making like stellar videos. Like every time I get a work email, this is my response. What is that thing that you put in the permanent
signature?
Like, yeah, signature.
That's funny.
My signature should be send it to Daryl. Really have his emails blowing up. I want to tell you something. When I have to do a walk-up at Lisa Vanderpump's house, it is the most terrifying thing I have ever done in my life. Not only do you have to walk through these heavy glass, it's not a door, but you guys know like her little fence, glass thing that before you go over the bridge where she used to have the swans. I don't think the swans are there anymore. I think they moved to the back, but that was also terrifying. You have to like move this heavy glass gate thing. Then you walk over the bridge, which is also glass. So scary. Nothing to hold on to. And when you're in heels, you could possibly biff it. And if you biff it, you've got killer swans. They're not really killer swans, but I've heard the swans can be aggressive. Come clucking at you. Peck, peck, peck away. And me looking fabulous. What a scene that no editors would not cut out.
No.
Dude, absolutely. You fall on a walk-up, no redo. That's the one they're using. That's the one they're using. It's my biggest fear. Then you have to pull open her huge glass front door that is 4 million pounds. These are perfect because the heel is just small enough where it's like, okay, I'm a little elevated. I'm feeling cute.
Cute.
So cute.
Yeah.
Plus, those are good because Ocean started trying on my heels and it like is so traumatizing to watch her in my like 7-inch heels. I'm like, we're gonna have a broken ankle at the age of 2. These she can try on and I'm not as nervous. Amazon customer, you think Tom is dating that chick in Austin? Rachel is probably moved so fast. They just said they love each other. I mean, she's just another energy source, this girl. But you know what? Tom is probably, she wants to come up. She's like an influencer. I've never heard of her in my life. It's like primo. You get photographed a few times. Everyone's talking about whatever her name is. Do you remember her name? The girl? She's blonde. I feel bad for Raquel. I shouldn't feel bad, but at the same time, you know, it just, sometimes you think that you're the special one and that he's going to move different. And unfortunately, now I know that there may be cases where like you were the special one and maybe the person wasn't in a happy relationship and things weren't properly, but what can you do? These two get married and they live a happy life. I do think those situations are few and far between and I'm not taking the chance. Not happening. Carly says, love that dress. I have 5 weddings coming up. Oh, referring to the green dress.
Cute.
This green dress. It's fabulous. It's a, what is it called? Strapless.
Yeah.
That's a great one. 5 weddings?
Too many.
That is so many. See, I'm from Utah, you guys. So I hadn't been to a wedding. Like Scheana's was obviously last summer. Before that, I hadn't been to a wedding since Jackson Brittany's. Because all my friends that I grew up with got married at like 22. Maybe even sooner than that. I think they were on their second kids at 22. This hair is bugging me. I need to use some of the wax that I did in my product haul on Amazon Live. Best wax stick you've ever had in your life. Fran, OMG, yes. What do you think the big secret reveal is? Can't tell you. Cannot tell you. I've been sworn to secrecy. For real. I went to the NBCU for your consideration party for the Emmys. Ran into some producers. They said, do you know what the big reveal is? I asked them what I thought it may be. They said, no, that is not it. And then they told me, and I was like, oh, wow. All right. Do we have a brush or something?
I'm sure.
My hair is driving me crazy. If we don't, it's whatever. You guys are my friends. You need for a little rogue hair. Caitlin, I've been hearing rumors that Rachel is pregnant. What are your thoughts on that? I don't think it's true. I don't know where that came from. There's something about Reddit that people just write and then people glom onto it. There's a lot of facts on Reddit, and then sometimes people are just on there to like really spread some propaganda. It's really driving me crazy, this rogue hair.
I know, I'm looking for a brush.
It's fine. Caitlin, how jealous do you think Tom is of all the Ariana success post-breakup? Oh, he is seething with jealousy. He's slithering like a snake and seething with jealousy. It's not hitting with his rogue freaking hair. I need the wax stick. Oh, I see it every time I move. It's like bloop.
Oh.
Anyway, no, he like pretends to the public like, I'm so happy. Everyone's like, supporting Ariana, but like, I'm the star. Behind the scenes, I know he's calling his team like, why am I not invited? Tweaking out. James says, Lala. Is that James Kennedy? Lala, I love you so much. You're such an amazing woman. That is so nice of you to say. You know what? When you can write me that message after what you watched last night, you're a diehard, and I am bonded with you for life. Stephanie, loved your clap back at Lisa during part 1 of the reunion. Literally screamed, yes, that's my girl, when you were going off on Lisa and Tom. What happened to me in that moment? I talked to my publicist today, and she was like, yeah, the second I watched, I was like, she definitely had her coffee that day. I was like, was I that intense? She was like, yeah, it was a lot. Yeah. And in my head, I'm like, and I was told they pulled me back a bit in editing. But again, we've only seen part 1. Who knows what part 2 and 3 look like? Oh no. I'm so glad they said to us early so they process the just level of insanity that we all hit. Bree, why did you let Rachel watch the first part of... Oh, why did they let Rachel watch the first part of the reunion in the trailer? That just gives her a heads up of what was said so she can match up her answers. Bree. We know she's not smart enough to do that. By the way, let me tell you something. Doesn't even matter. And this was the genius of it, you guys. Before the reunion, they pulled Tom, Raquel, Ariana in separately for one-on-ones. And it's going to be amazing. There was nothing she could do. Even if she watched it on that monitor, she already did a one-on-one. So now, not only does she have to remember what he said, Sandoval, she has to remember what she said in her one-on-one, then has to remember what she watched in the trailer with us talking at the reunion. Too much. I couldn't remember that. Could you?
No. Mm-mm.
Lies are hard to remember. Why you just don't lie. I loved that question. Amazon customer says, I feel like Lala would look so good with a little pixie cut.
Oh.
How short is that? Like here?
That's pixie. No, that's like Tinkerbell, right? Like pixie.
Tinkerbell has a bun.
Oh, she has a bun. Oh, no, Tinkerbell in the Hook version. Hook.
I don't know about that, babe. I want to believe you. I don't think I'm willing to risk it, though. Because even with a pixie cut, you go that short, no amount of extensions is going to bring it down. Megan says, here's my theory. Tom just wanted to get his physical fix. He never wanted to date her. He has to keep up the story of an emotional affair so that he doesn't look like a monster, but either way, he is. I agree with you. And the reason I agree with you is because people like Sandoval are incapable of having those types of emotions that you're supposed to have in an intimate relationship. All right? Nothing about it is like normal. It's literally energy source plugging in. Disgusting. Kimberly, you deserve a raise, love. You and James were on fire last night. Hey, you should write into Bravo. And then tell him to send the outfit to Daryl. Catherine, can I send it to Daryl to a wedding? Totally. Just put it on a dress. Love you, Lala. Lexi says, you need to be on Real Housewives or something else because you own that TV, girl. Team Lala. Thanks, babes. Caitlin, Tom's fake tears last night. So hysterical to watch. I know that sounds rude, but like, what a joke. Sarah, I love your dynamic with James. Did you ever think of pursuing a relationship? No, I did not, because I feel like that was so far in our past. We have both changed so much that would never work out. Plus, I love Allie so much. She's great. Amazon customer, Lala looks smoking hot in the reunion. OMG, how do you all not sweat in that situation? We don't sweat because they're blasting the air conditioning to the point where we're like this. Turn it off. I literally asked the guy, I was like, I don't mean to be like rude, but like, can we not be sitting in an ice cooler? And the reason I feel bad is because you've got all these people running around. They're running cameras. Like, it does get hot. But I'm like, my body glow from Give Them All My Beauty is popping, and it don't hit right if I got goosebumps. Thickness. All right. Dawn says, season 6 reunion, pretty sure your hoops were the size of a tire. They were. I remember that.
They were huge.
They were ginormous, but way smaller than the one season 4. Sarah says, bring the hula hoop earrings back. 100% I agree. Kimberly, Lala, how are you? You were giving us live last night, girl. Thank you, my love. Kelly says, I've been binging Vanderpump the past 4 months, and I'm finally caught up as of today. Wow. Wait, like from the beginning?
Yeah,
or 4 months?
like it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That's 10 years worth of TV. In 4 months, I probably could do that too. Elizabeth, you are such an incredibly strong woman. You know, I love reading these, but I also feel bad for you guys that you have to listen to me to my own beep beep. You are such an incredibly strong woman. Thank you for your grace and for being a role model for women. Love you, Lala. Elizabeth, that really does mean so much to me, and I need you to know that because that is all I hope for. I'm a little rough around the edges, but I promise my heart's in the right place. Again, amazing gift in a brown paper bag. Abigail, need Lala, Jess, Lisa, and Ocean spinoff. The world ain't ready, are they, Jess?
No.
No. JP, when you compared Tom to Dirtbag, love that name. He whose name we shall not mention, Dirtbag, and Lisa for Tom, it's time for her to have the women's back. Loved when you guys stood up to her. I agree. But then again, like, not shocked. Well, I'm not shocked because she's in business with him, but I will always say this. If your business partner can do that to his partner of 9 years, he could most certainly do way worse to you. Kristen. Oh, is that Kristen Russin? I think this was your best season. You have grown so much, and I love it. I feel like I had a pretty good season, too, and I appreciate you for saying that, because sometimes I look at mean comments, and I'm like, I didn't really need to see that. Believe it or not, I am a person. My feelings are kind of hurt. Sometimes people are so mean to me, like I could never be that mean to anybody. And I'm just some random person to them. Isn't it weird?
Yes.
Isn't that weird? What is that on? Austin Powers. Oh. Brooke. Rachel is dumber than a bucket of rocks. I couldn't even believe she went to Katie's room at Scheana's wedding. Like, girl, you are not wanted. TV gold, though. Mm-hmm. Her rolling in, thinking she's doing something like, I'm going to do this. And then the way she goes back to Scheana and explains the situation, like how she went in and what she said, not at all. That's not how it happened. They actually laughed at you. And you were like, okay, with like your weird Coachella hat in 100-degree weather. Why do you have a, like, suede hat on right now? Take it off. So hot. AJ, do we have any more goods?
No, that's...
I got through all of that?
Yes.
All right, now I'm going to talk to my friends for a sec. Lindsay says, been a Lala fan since day one. Oh, you're right or die, even through the lowest of moments. And I just wanted to say how proud I am of you and your growth. I am not that the stranger's opinion matters. Just roll with me today, guys. Praying for you and baby Ocean, and that Daryl eats up he whose name we should not name. You got this, mama. He whose name we shall not mention is being eaten alive by a completely different lawyer. I got lawyers on deck. All right. Which one you want? Which one you want? You ain't safe with any of them, but I'll allow you to choose. Daryl's my entertainment lawyer. Mm-hmm. He deals with the entertainment side of things. Then I got other lawyers. How depressing is that? Lindsay says, read that. AJ says, I have to go to an outdoor wedding soon and needed some wedding outfit inspiration. Love all of these outfits you pulled. These, you could literally wear any of them to an outdoor wedding. You're not going to break the bank because they're all under $100. You've got cute bags to pair with them. I got you covered on jewelry, the shoes, and sometimes I feel like when you have more of like a minimal look, you really are the star of the show. When people are doing too much, it becomes very chaotic, and I don't like chaos. So a very cute, delicate dress like this, pulled back hair and some hoop earrings, you are good to go. I'm going to do one more question before I have to let you guys go. We'll do this one. Katie says, my ex-husband was the worst narcissist. Super glad I got away from him. Watching Tom treat Ariana like that brought up so many feelings for me. Power to the girls who stand up to that behavior. You know what? You relate though, Katie, because unless you've been through it, no one understands. And they make really stupid comments that are uneducated, and it would be best if they just stayed silent. So I appreciate you writing in and sharing that. I had the best time with you. Again, if you haven't already, click the follow button. Everything that we talked about is available in the carousel, and I will catch you guys next time.